still strong. Ooh, baby, said here I am, signed, sealed, delivered, I'm yours. Hi.
Hello, I'm Phil Jones of Phil Jones Bass, and I'm here today with one of the greatest bass players on the planet. He's been a great inspiration through his playing to me, not only as a player myself, but also designing amplifiers. It's Mr. Bob Babbit. Hey, Bob.
How you doing, Phil?
Great, great.
Great to be here.
Tell me, you've played with so many phenomenal, great artists and got so many hits under your belt as one of the most accomplished session players in the studio. But I know you do a lot of live concerts too, and we're talking primarily more about live sound today. What's important? You played through so many amps. You played probably everything on the planet. What, in your opinion, is what you're looking for in a bass amp when you go out and play live?
Well, first thing I'm looking for is a big, fat, warm, punchy sound. That's real important. But you run into problems sometimes if you go into a room that's not been acoustically treated for sound.
That's most of them, isn't it, usually?
Well, yeah, it usually is. You maybe like a lot of ballrooms,
yeah.
Hotel. I mean, there's so many places. And if you're just working around in clubs, in the local areas, you're not going to find even those clubs that have been. Mm-hmm. And usually, then what happens is the bass is booming. Somebody's always saying, "Give me more highs," or "Turn the bass down. It's too loud. Oh, it's booming." It gets into a crazy situation. So what you look for is something where you can get and satisfy yourself with the sound, but it's tight, and you get around that problem, that booming problem.
Okay. So if you've got a clean sound, something you really like, does that affect how you play and how the rest of the band play and how they the feel or what
Without a doubt. A doubt. If it doesn't sound right to you, if you feel like you're working too hard and fighting to sometimes hear yourself or whatever, it affects everybody on the stage.
And you think the audience can tell that too, that vibe,
Well, the audience, what the audience does respond to is maybe you could show it on your face that you're not quite happy. And they can see that because if you're having fun up there, then they're having fun. And if your bass is sounding the way you want it to sound, that's the most important thing.